Need a new ride, but you've been waiting for interest rates to drop? That may not be a great strategy. That's the topic of today's Consumer Alert. Deanna, experts predict that the Fed will lower interest rates this year. Why not wait?
Yeah, that's a great question, Brett. I have a 14-year-old car and have been waiting for interest rates to come down. But experts told me, Deanna, don't hold your breath, darling. That's because rates will fall, but very slowly. As the saying goes, rise like a rocket, fall like a feather. So I chatted with Bankrate's chief financial analyst about the best strategy for car buying in 2025.
Stroll through any car lot and you may feel a bit of sticker shock. Prices have come down from those outrageous post-pandemic highs, but the average price of a used car is still more than 32% higher than it was in 2019, and new cars are more than 27% higher. Factor in those high interest rates and a new car may be out of reach.
I do expect the Federal Reserve will continue to reduce interest rates in 2025, but it's going to be at a more modest pace. I expect 3 rate cuts from the Federal Reserve, but even that's contingent upon inflation showing some resumed progress toward that 2% target.
2%. That's the Fed's inflation target. And while inflation has improved significantly, that 2% target is elusive. Greg says big rate cuts are not in our future.
If the impact of interest rates themselves coming down, that has a pretty minimal impact on the monthly payment.
I'm so glad you addressed that, because that's a question I get frequently. Is people who are driving an old car, it's still running, but it's 14 years old, 15 years old. So they're ready to buy a new car, but they're waiting for interest rates to come down.
I'll put it this way, that the difference of half a percentage point on a $35,000 car loan, it's like $8 a month. Where interest rates can have a bigger impact on what you can buy is if your credit has dramatically improved since you purchased your last vehicle.
Let's run the numbers. Let's call this guy Ted. Ted has a credit score of 650, putting him in the non-prime category. The average price of a used car right now is $27,000. Ted finances $25,000. The average used car interest rate for someone with a non-prime credit score is about 14%. That means Ted's monthly payment would be about $582. An interest rate drop of half a point to 13.5 would take Ted's payment to $575, only saving him $7 a month. But what if Ted is able to raise his credit score just 11 points to 661, taking Ted from non-prime to the prime category? The average used car interest rate for someone with a prime credit score is about 9.6. With that rate, Ted's monthly payment would be $526, a savings of about $56 a month.
See, it's significant. So I know what you're thinking. Deanna, raising your credit score is tough. I get it. But local personal finance expert Jarrett Felton has given us some surefire methods to improve your credit score in a month. That is linked in the body of this story on our website, WHEC.com.